Hello everyone and welcome again to my channel. Today we are going to be doing something different. We are not going to be working on the Fiesta today because the parts haven't arrived yet. So as you can see, last time there was a car in here. To be more specific, it was my BMW E60, and now as you can see it's all empty. So let me show you, without further ado, let me show you today what we're going to be working on. So guys, as you know, this is my personal car. Today we're going to be working on it. Excuse me if it's a little windy outside, excuse me if the audio is not very good, but it should be a lot better than the last time. This time I bought a dedicated lavalier mic, and the audio should be a lot better. So, as you know, this car at some point was involved in an accident. It was not crash damaged. The only damage was on the suspension. And I also rebuilt the engine. I rebuilt the suspension. Too bad that neither of that I filmed, so I didn't film anything. This will be the first episode on this car, even though the car is already almost done. We are today going to be working on the interior, and we are going to be completely renovating the interior. We are going to be painting the leather seats. We're going to be cleaning the car. So, as you can see here, the car has already, the seats are already taken out. So there are no seats in the car. First thing we'll do is wash the carpet. And after that, I'll show you what we're going to be doing with the seats.
What she used to, it's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, the beast back. Adrenaline pumping through my veins, can't relax. Original, I am not the same as these cats. I sting them if they never ever mind and they beeswax. I don't ever cap, but I'm wearing like 3 hats. Never been a rat, but I know where the cheese at. You'll never get a trophy cause they all here where we at. You better believe that. When it's all said and done, I'll still be here standing. Never took a loss and it ain't something that I'm planning. I dare you to say something, my focus is A1. Every dog has his day, it's been mine since day one. This is real grinding, I'm still climbing. While you still trying, I'm still shining. It's real blinding, and I'm getting hotter too. Talking top 2, I'm not a 2. You let the pressure bother you and I do what I gotta do. Let's go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. They ain't coming close to me. Flow is on atomic, I'm starting fires through poetry. The hardest out, staying loyal, no falling out. And if you step into the court, be ready, we balling out. Yeah, the coldest of teens, they know what we bring, don't try us. Ain't no in between, we go for these dreams in silence. Hard work, don't mistake it for magic. We been shooting in the gym, this is target and practice. Yeah. And I'm just getting started, getting feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, all black dress code, pay me my respect.
As you can see, there are no seats right now, so let me do that. And the seats are here. This is my first time doing it, so probably won't be the best like some other YouTubers, but those are my seats. And today we're going to be doing a restoration procedure. As you can see here, this seat is first developing some mold, because the car was sitting for around 2 years. There's some mold here on the seats, so first of all we should clean them very thoroughly. There's also some damage. So as you can see here on the side, if you get closer, you'll see that there is some damage. So we're going to be restoring this leather to a brand new condition. We are going to be painting the leather, and for this I bought the kit. So I bought the kit from Auto Renovacija, and it's a kit for entire front interior, for leather interior. They do sell everything from cleaning to lotion for leather, and also restoration kits which have paint, which is with the exact color code of your seats. It also has some leather finish and everything needed, some gloves, sandpaper, and absolutely everything needed to paint and restore your seats. So thanks to Auto Renovacja. This is not a sponsorship. I bought this myself. But if you want to check them out, there will be a link in the description, and the website is autorenovacja.com. Before we start restoring those seats, first thing I have to do is repair them. So there is, on this specific BMW, on the sports seats, there is this front cushion here, which is supposed to move with the push of a button. So it's electric, but it's broken. And inside there's a worm gear that usually breaks because it's from plastic. So first of all, we are going to disassemble this front part, and we are going to replace the worm gear. I already done the process on the other seat, so I will show you on this seat how to do it. This is the worm gear. It's fully metal, the new one. So in order to replace the old one, the process is very easy. First, you have to get under the seat, and under here there are some bolts. Come closer, please. Those bolts below the seat are 2 Torx bolts that are holding the cushion to the rails. So I think that's Torx 30. That's, yeah, Torx 30. Now this plastic has to be removed in order to reveal the bolts for the mechanism. This plastic is just on clips, so what you have to do is very gently but fast pull it up, and that's it, pretty much. After removing this plastic, there are screws, Torx screws, here, 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 and 4 here. So in order to remove this mechanism, we have to remove those screws. But if you haven't lifted your seat and you have the seats up, not up enough, so you can pull, if they're in your car, you can adjust them so you have enough leverage to take out the mechanism. But if your seats are out of the car and you have no other option, there are 2 screws, one here, this Torx screw, and one on the opposite side. If you unscrew them, this bottom part will fall down and will give you enough space here to remove this mechanism. So first we are going to unscrew this and this bolt. That is, I believe, Torx 50 or 45. Yeah, 45.
Moment of truth, counting it down. Underdog story was down for the count. Back on my feet, back with a mic, back on the beat, back with a family, then bang in the streets. The game on lock, I stand with a key. Standing my ground, I am counting the fleet.
Okay, I managed to remove them both. Now, as you can see, there's a lot more space to remove this mechanism. Okay, now all we have to do is remove those bolts at the top. They are Torx 15.
In my ground, I am planting my feet, taking a stand, embracing my destiny, shaking his hand, flipping the script, changing the plans, up to the top and I'm taking the fans, making them jump, making them dance, making them jump, making them dance.
We removed all the bolts. This mechanism should now be free. There are clips here, so use a screwdriver to push those clips. One clip here, one clip here. Now the mechanism is free, so we can try and remove it. But first, here, if you come here on the other side, there is a electrical connection, a brown electrical connection here. So carefully unplug that. I'll need both hands. Okay, it's unplugged. Now carefully remove the whole mechanism. Put it down. Now that's our mechanism. In order to get to the worm gear, we have to remove this cover here. So the worm gear is inside and the motor is powering the worm gear. To remove this, you have to remove these 3 bolts, and also they are clips. So here there's 2 clips, here there's 1, 2, and the third one is right here. So 5 clips and 3 bolts. The bolts are also 15 millimeter. There are 3 more bolts here. So this one, and this one. Okay guys, this is the last screw and the last bolt. Now carefully wiggle the motor out, place it how it was, so in the same spot, and now all we have to do is unclip it. But those clips are very strong, very brittle, and it's very easy to mess up, very easy. So I'll try. I did it, but here, as you can see, there are 2 clips here and 3 clips here, so they're very brittle. These 2 clips I managed to not break, but these 3 on this side, so here, and here, I broke them. But it's kind of okay. There are screws, so there are 2 screws here. So if you're going to break a clip, make sure you break one of those 3, because these 2 kind of hold this part. It's this side, it's not, there are no screws here, but here there are screws. So if you break those 3, it's not a big problem. And as you can see, the plastic gear inside is completely broken. So there is this worm gear that has this part from plastic here, and the plastic very brittle, it breaks. That's a very common problem for these BMWs. Make sure you don't leave any plastic, so check carefully. And here on the worm gear, there's a couple of things we'll have to do. First, on each side here, there are these metal discs. Those metal discs. Let me focus. Those metal discs should be at the end here. They have slots that they go in. So if they get out in the process, just put them back in. There's one more metal disc here, and there's also these plastic parts. So these plastic shims, they need to go on the new worm gear. One will go very easy, the other one will go very easy. So now all you need to do is place the worm gear, make sure those discs are there, and place the worm gear. But before we do that, I'll take my grease and put a lot of grease here, so it has some nice lubrication. I took my grease. It generally doesn't matter what grease you put, because it's just a mechanism that moves very slowly. So it's not important, but all around grease I think is the best option. and having some thermal grease that can withhold from minus 30 to plus 130 degrees is definitely a good option.
Voices rise, let them reach the skies. We gotta change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise, let them reach the skies. Hickory dock, giving them all that we got. Kick on the door, try to knock, but nobody answered. I'm going harder, taking my chances. I keep it moving, I keep advancing, keeping it gangster. Getting the perks and I'm happy to earn them. Mr. Ambitious, kill it, I'm vicious, Mr. Determined. Riding the storm, but focus on rainbow connections like Kermit. The water on my shoulders, it was a burden. Now I don't notice it, everything turning, everything shifting, doing it different. I'm floating, I'm drifting. Shout out the slums, round the world we uplifted, doing the big. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise, let them reach the sky. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise, let them reach the sky.
Okay guys, I tighten all the bolts. You don't need to over tighten them, like I said, just make them snug. And I clean this plastic. So now is the perfect time to take a little grease, just this time don't be generous, and put just a little grease on the rails for smoother operation.
Change the game. We about to change the game. Let's go.
Okay, so the first step is to clean the seats, get rid of the mold. This is a leather cleaner from Auto Renovatia. And first we are going to clean the seats. So enjoy the time lapse. Seats are clean. So the next part is to use fine sandpaper. Okay guys, so we have here P240 sandpaper, dry sandpaper for dry sanding. So now what we need to do is very light, with light movements, sand the whole leather with first P240 sandpaper.
Change the game. We about to change the game. Let's go.
Now take P320 sandpaper. It is still dry sanding, so this is only to get a matte surface from the seats. I know right now they look awful, absolutely awful. They almost like I broke them, but trust the process here. We're going to paint them and they're going to be looking brand new again. So again, take your P330 320 sandpaper, and again with light movements sand the whole seat.
Yeah. All right. Son of Augustine style, you get me?
Yeah, new whip out.
Now, we have to treat everything with this abrasive sponge. Again, same process like the sandpaper, gently, without any pressure, treat the entire seat.
It's different. Ask me where to cop it, mind your business. New whip outside, I'm vicious. Ask me where to cop it, I'll admit it. Can't you tell that I'm riding with it? 5 or
Okay, now we'll take another abrasive sponge. This was the red one, now we'll take the gray one. Here it is, guys, the gray abrasive sponge. Do the exact same thing again. Light movements without any pressure. The entire seat.
I can't find those digits, line them up and say mind your business. Don't you know that my mind is different? Can't you tell that I'm riding with it? 5 or 6, I can't find those digits, line them up and say mind your business.
Okay, we are done with the sanding. The next step is to take a towel, microfiber towel or whatever, some cloth if you don't have a microfiber, and with water, soak it with water and wipe the seats from all the dust we created. Okay guys, so I don't have a clean microfiber towel. I have one, but I am leaving it for the finish, for the end. So I just took a piece of cloth, saturated it with water, made it all wet. So now I'm gonna squeeze it as much as I can to get rid of the excess water, and I'm going to wipe the seats.
You know that I'm riding with it. I'm riding with it. You can't see the size, ain't norm. I ain't reached my final form. I gotta teach inside a storm. I gotta reach inside it. No, I don't need Poseidon. By and large, I don't preach no violence. Wifey right beside him. I am calm. I am different.
Okay, we removed all the dust, and now we're ready for the next step. Now, guys, the next step is to degrease the leather. For this, you can use the leather degreaser that comes with the kit, and you will need an old pair of woman pajamas, preferably on pink hearts, and this would make it easier and better. It will clean better the seats, degrease it better. So take your woman pajama or any kind of cloth for that matter, I'm just joking, and put your degreaser, and now have to close. Here you can wear gloves if you want, because it is kinda with alcohol.
Fired up but not find the mischief. I am one to find time and listen. Lighten up the entire district. I am one to take time and find it. If they hate, they can't ride beside us. New whip, this time we ride it. All my people know out of towners. Yeah, new whip outside is different. Ask me where to cop it, mind your business. New whip outside, I'm vicious. Ask me where to cop it, I'll admit it. Can't you tell that I'm riding?
Think that's enough. For the next part, we'll have to move the seats so they don't touch the car. Hey guys, so the next step is to put the adhesive primer. For this, you need this bottle that says adhesive primer and a sponge. You also probably need to have gloves on because it will become sticky. We'll have to gently put the adhesive primer, the entire seats.
5 or 6, I can't find those digits. Line them up and say mind your business. Don't you know that my mind is different? Can't you tell that I'm riding with it? 5 or 6, I can't find those digits. Line them up and say mind your business. Don't you know that I'm riding with it? Don't you know that we timeless?
Now, you have to wait 10 to 15 minutes for the seats to dry and become sticky. This will make sticking the paint easier, so to make painting process easier. So that's the primer. Let's now go to the next step. Okay guys, after the primer, the next step is paint. So this is the individual letter dye. It's color coded specifically for my car. There are plenty of colors, so no matter what your leather seats are, if they're red, beige, black, or whatever, brown even, they can get your specific color. They have a huge database with a lot of brands of cars, so they can do that for you. Okay, so first shake your paint good. Take a sponge, and before doing anything, just put a little paint on that sponge. And try the paint somewhere where it's not very visible. And I think that's good. So, for painting, we're going to use a flock wheel because it's a lot easier. But because it's windy, I'm gonna keep my flock wheel here. So, put some paint. Okay, that's enough for now. Use your flock wheel. Don't saturate it with a lot of paint. Squeeze it. And start painting.
That tin we drop, can't find it. That new car drop, we ride it. Pull up, park up right beside a full-time rapper. Check my mileage. I gotta move the minus. I got a new allowance. Another one, can't be. They say I done enough, they can't see. I'm not a runner-up who can't breathe. I'm still the son of what? Of Augustine. How I keep coming up and then erupting. Looking like I should never be amongst them. I should be out there in the function. Younger than free. The end of discussion. Whoa. The end of discussion. Whoa. Free, the end of discussion. The end of discussion. Yeah, new whip outside is different. Ask me where to cup it, mind your business. New whip outside, I'm vicious. Ask me where to cup it, I'll admit it. Can't you tell that I'm riding with it? 5 or 6, I can't find those digits. Line them up and say mind your business. Don't you know that my mind is different?
Okay, so we went and painted almost everything, just a couple of finishing touches, and that is our first coat. We have to have 2 or 3 coats depending on how much wear you have on the seat. Mine are not too weird, but I prefer applying 3 coats, even though they don't need 3 coats. Hello guys, we finished with the painting of the seats. We put 3 coats of black paint. You can see up close that the damage that we had is no longer visible. Here was one part of the damage. I don't have a before and after picture, but I will take a picture from the video. Here, there was also some damage. Here as well, and all in all, I think it turned out very good. Now, the last step, which is the leather finish. This is the on top for basically to be sparkly, to put a layer on top, glance finish. Okay, so in order to do that, in the instructions said that first we have to pour inside something which was like a glue for hardening and wait for 3 hours. I put them early today, so there's more than 3 hours.
Tell that I'm riding with it, 5 or 6, I can't find those digits. Line them up and say, mind your business, don't you know that I'm riding with it?
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog.
Okay, that first layer I think dried up. You have to leave it for 10-20 minutes. And now we're going to apply the second layer of gloss.
Road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now, so I need that go, y'all. Got hits when they throwin' the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money statement, I'm 10-2. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands.
Okay, now we wait for it to dry. And after 10-20 minutes, we will apply a third layer. Okay, now the second coat of gloss has dried off, so it's a time for the third coat. After this coat, we'll have to let the seeds dry for 12 hours. And after they dry, they're ready for use. And typically it's good to use milk for leather to polish them. After 12 to 24 hours, the more hours pass by, the best it will be to not smear the paint, fresh new paint. But all in all, I think this is the first time I'm doing something like that, first time I'm painting leather. All in all, I think it turned out good, and I can't wait to see the end results when everything is dry and I apply the leather milk. So, without further ado, let's put the third coat.
100 bands, I deserve it, not the 100 fans. Told them this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told them put a check up in my hands. Who I got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the raps. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride to the hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen a rap on the dash. They ain't catching up, dog, I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues, told them don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league.
Okay, we used the entire bottle. It's normal, it is supposed to be for only the 2 front seats. Although the paint also is supposed to be for 2 seats. But we have some leftover paint, think about that much. We can use it for the backs of the seats if we really want. I think there's no such need, but if we want, we can. Also, one more interesting thing, that is from the first coat of gloss, that is the second, and as you can see, that is the third. So the first coat kind of smears the paint a little in order to bond better. The second coat, it already has been bonded pretty well, and on the third coat there's pretty much nothing. So this gloss layer on top is to fill the paint, and it will seal the paint, and the paint won't smear when you're cleaning the seats, or if you're using milk to make them shine again at some point after some time. So that will be all, guys. Now I will just have to wait for the paint to dry. After that I can put the seats back in the car, and in 12, I prefer 24 to be honest, hours, I will milk them with milk for leather. And that's pretty much it. That was the front interior, seats, restoration. We also cleaned the interior, the carpet on the BMW today. So pretty much that will be for the interior. There's a couple of more finishing touches, although I'll probably not make a video for them, probably a short video in YouTube, because I have some interior trims that I had painted, hydrographed, and I'll show you this in a YouTube short, but that is all for now. I hope you liked this episode. I hope you go ahead and try it. I hope I gave you enough confidence for that to restore your own leather interior. Thank you everyone for being with me today, and if you like this video, please subscribe, click the bell, and to not miss future content. Thank you everyone, and goodbye.